Welcome back to Lesscashmoremash. My name's Tom.
I am Mike.
And today, Mystery Mash Monday. So what do we do for Mystery Mash Monday? Mystery Mash Monday, I unleash my wife on the many bottles we have on the other side of the room that are unopened, or the many bottles that we have left over here that Steve had left for a review. We try to guess type, we try to guess price, we try to guess proof, whether it's finished or not, and ultimately we're going to grade it before we even know what it is.
It's a different nose.
It's very strong, though.
It is pronounced.
I will
But
agree
there's
with you
something
different.
Yeah, there's something in there. I think we've had that nose before, but this little BB's probably not going to ricochet fast enough to find it.
It's almost creamy.
I could go with it. Creamy, sugary, kind of.
Yeah, it's almost like a
Not maple though.
no. I'm almost if I had to pick a word besides creamy that I'm thinking of, I'm thinking oaky. It's smelling like oaky, like I'm almost like a double oak just on the nose.
Well,
It's gonna equate to the palate. That's what it's smelling like. To me.
Yes, that and I when I said sweet, I was going into the. I don't want to have him start drinking too early already.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's nice.
It was pretty strong. Not heat wise, but the flavor wise didn't stick around long, but it was very pronounced.
Oh, mine. I roll mine though. So
I did.
Okay, I took a little sip.
I did that too.
So that's the thing, is I wasn't sure how hot it was going to hit
I
me.
don't think it's super hot.
Being that it's my first drink of the day, it's got some hanging power though. It's still in my mouth, but I will agree with you. Not so much proof, but the amount of flavor that stayed in my mouth is definitely there.
Might even have like a mid nut in there.
I can almost see your nut.
Nut is
today.
like in the
I
middle.
almost can. Yep.
It's almost like a nut to then the yolk. I took a bigger sip, so yeah, you're right. The hang time is that the first one kind of dissipated fairly quickly. This one did stick around.
Oh, that's flavorful.
We might be hotter than I initially thought. Too.
I don't think it's heat though. I think it's 100% just flavor.
Yeah, but it's sitting in my throat a little bit.
Okay.
I think I'm at minimum. I think we're at 100. I don't think we're below 100.
No, I was liking that. You know, it's kind of reminding me a little bit of Steve came by the other day, and I was drinking the. He wasn't sure if we did it before, so he brought Maker's 101. They got a new gift box with two from it's red and
they have
white
that almost like every this time of year.
And and it's kind of drinking like that, so I could mistake it for like the 101. It's kind of drinking on a similar ratio of that, because I kept
100.
saying, but with the same, when we drank that the other day, I know it's not that because he took it home with him, but
totally different nose.
It was funny because this one didn't drink like a Maker's when he brought it over the other day, but this is drinking like full bodied flavor, but it's got a nice oaky presence to
the end is a nice oak. I get it's got a pretty good ride because I get a nut first and then an oak finish. So
I'm not so much getting your nut, but I am getting
right before
a creamy, sugary. I know you're almost bringing me in the vibe where I'm almost getting like that savory feel from like Woodford Double Oak. I'm almost getting that vibe a little bit off of it. It's got a nice oaky presence. We do not have one of those over there. Well, I don't believe so. Whatever this is, it's not throwing any elbows, though. There's no aggression. There's not really there's so much flavor, it kind of tampers down. I'm not really getting a pop rocky on the tongue. More of the Orajel feel, like you like to say, but not even that.
No, yeah, not even really that.
It's just flavor that stays.
It is a pretty
mouth.
good flavor.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go bourbon.
I agree.
I'm not getting any other notes.
I'm going to stay at the 101, and I'm going to think I got to figure this is finished in something, because this is bringing an oaky presence.
I agree with that as well.
Yeah.
You might have called it with a double oak, but
it just feels that way to me. Like it's really
drinking.
It has
like a little bit of that nose.
Yeah. It's bringing kind of that Woodford double oak. Like I can smell the oak before I even took a sip of it. I could smell like an oaky presence, which it's either got some years behind it.
Mhm.
Um, I'm actually loving whatever this is because it's not drinking. I mean, again, first sip of the day, there's no aggression whatsoever. But and again, I'll agree. Like if you go back to like the top ones we did last Sunday, where we had like Russell's 13 and stuff, they
Oh,
had
yeah.
such a better hang time. This
Yeah.
doesn't have a hang time like that. I don't think we're in the league of
But
proof
it has a
either,
pretty
though.
good right. It has a pretty good leftover residue though.
I agree.
That sticks, with flavor, like you said. It's not really
Mhm.
cranking.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like a few days ago where we had that one mammoth or whatever. That one was a subscriber sent in.
Mm-hmm.
That one was almost 100% rye. Besides, so that
No,
was
I
like
don't. That one,
that was
I like that one actually.
no, I liked it, but
Yeah.
it's not as aggressive or as
Correct.
numbing as that one is.
For that, when Steve was over here, we ended up having a drink of the El Patreo, and man, I still love that one. That has a nice malty presence. It really did remind me of the Mammoth on there. As far as price, this is one of them tricky ones because I don't think it's in the league of where Larceny is at the $50 range. I think I would. I don't think it's at the proof. I don't think I say $49.99 or under. I'm leaning more towards $39.99 or under, just because of the fact that it's very good. But I'm thinking that Makers we got for $39.99 or Steve just got for $39.99. It was on par with this. Do you know what I mean? And so put it in that range. I'd be happy with the price.
I'm thinking we're at $59.99 or somewhere around there.
No, I get it. I'm just saying what we would like to pay.
I agree with you. Would
Yeah.
it be in the realm of the 101? Yeah, I would love that, but I think this is going to be a little higher.
I think
Is it way off? Yeah, they're totally two different flavors, but it's not like a one-note chow either.
Correct, but when you can find the Larceny, it's around $55. When and if you can find it, it's like $55.
you.
So I think that's next level compared to this one. I think this is very good for what it is, or whatever it is. It's not drinking hot, so if this is a lot hotter, I would change half of this stuff. But that's the hard part of doing a wine like this. We really have no clue what it could actually be.
No,
but it is very good. Let me take one more sip. Grade?
That's all I got left. I'm not really sad with this because the nose is right there. I mean, it's got, it's got a nose, so it's.
Because I want to change my grades, and I'm going to try to be tougher next year. I'm not there yet, though. You know why? Because this is drinking good. It's just not a higher proof. I am at the A-.
I was toying B plus.
I'm there. A- B plus, more than an A-.
But it
is.
It has a really good. No, it's definitely. I don't think we're gonna go into the A. But it's not really bad. And again, if this ends up being $29.99, it's definitely I'd go A-. But not knowing, I could be B plus.
I just
A-.
think
either one, whatever you want to go. It's not.
If this isn't a double oak, this has got such an oaky presence of some sort. If it's not finished in some sort, this is one of the few. Like whatever this is finished in, it really took on that oaky presence, which is spectacular. It smoothed off all the rough edges that it could possibly have had. It drinks sophisticated and delicious. So, all right, so. A-, B plus, which one you like better? But well, it doesn't matter. It's the end of the year anyway, so we can go with either one.
It's got a really good flavor.
So let's see what we actually got on this one. Oh, interesting. This is the one you actually got. So let me find my notes on this one. I'll be back in 1 second. All right, so we are back, and let's get into the particulars on this one so we can try this one again. Once again, it semi-fooled us. We were kind of all around it, but this one is the Wyoming Whiskey National Park Series Acadia Straight Bourbon Whiskey. It is a limited edition. It comes in at 98 proof, so we weren't far off of that. It is only a 5-year whiskey. We got it for $79.99. It's distilled and barreled and bottled out of Wyoming Whiskey Incorporated out of Kirby, Wyoming. And man, I'll tell you what, this is creamy. It is oaky. This is the second one. We had another one by Wyoming Whiskey. I believe it was one of Steve's bottles. I don't think we actually bought it, but I remember liking that one. The only thing that kills it on this is price. But then again, we did look just before the camera came back on to see, and they had it on Flavia and a couple of the other sites, a little bit cheaper than this. But you said when you were up in Maine, this was considered one of their allocated.
He said this was going to be an allocated bottle that he let go. So again, it was again, we heard anywhere from 50 to and I looked it up. It was 50 to 100 in there. So I don't think we really got screwed.
No.
Than it is a lower proof.
Yes.
Do I think we have something over there around this proof that may come across a little bit better? I think we might.
Oh yeah, because if I'm thinking in my head, even if we went back, and I think there's only this much left of it, that wheel horse double oak that we had, you know what I mean, that you get for $31, brings that same intensement of flavor. It's 101 proof. It'd be right around there. Future Tom, actually write that down. Wouldn't be a bad blind to put it in if I still have them, because I think I have enough for one more actual thing out of that if someone didn't already ask for it already. But it is very good. It's one of them bottles, with your B plus is solid. Again, it drinks B plus, A minus to me. It is just very good. Yeah. It's just, and we only thought it was 101 proof. It's 98. We're right on it.
Yeah, there.
It's drinking like a double oak, though. It has a great oaky presence.
And it's a very good nose.
This is the second one by Wyoming whiskey that I believe I like this one better than even the one that we had previously to it. If this was in that price range, I'd be shouting from the rooftops to go get it. But this is a tough sell at that price because you hit that price. There's some bangers out there.
So, agreed. But if you're in this category of your proof, then it's not. To me, it's not really a screw job. It has some flavor. It does have a good nose. It's. I agree with you. Your comment when we were off. Would we kill this one?
That's the problem. This drink's so refined and sophisticated with a nice oaky presence. We could crush this thing. The cool thing about it, though, would this look awesome on your bar? Especially someone like us that went to Acadia National Park every year for the first 15 years of our lives. You know what I'm saying? Because that was my mother and father's favorite place. You know what I'm saying? This is actually really cool. It's a focal point. It shows that the coastline that we were diving up.
Yeah.
There's someone's got pictures of us diving into the coastline with one of them fancy cameras back then. Was like he was taking things, waiting for us to hit our heds on the rocks that we didn't realize were underneath the water while we were doing it.
We went back in low tide. It was like, wow,
I can't believe we didn't get killed. Yep. So that part of it is a cool focal point in a conversation piece that if someone sees this, and I'm sure that Acadia National Park, we looked, there was some like Grand Tetons and different ones right there.
It's all in there.
Yeah, it's the National Park series, so you could get a local park or different parks, or one that you might have just visited and you love, like I love Bryce Canyon. It would be cool to have a Bryce Canyon one.
They're pretty nice.
The Grand Tetons are cool.
Did you go to the hot springs there?
Yes.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah. No. Everything about that's just beautiful country out there. Yeah, I absolutely love it out there. So, well, there you go. That's our review. Again, the only thing that hurts this is it's just price. Other than that, it's a cool conversation piece and decent stuff. If you guys have seen this, leave a comment down below. Especially if you guys can score this for the 49 or whatever they said. Then it's a bargain. You know what I mean?
It would be a bargain.
If you can get it down there,
right?
Because this is one of them low proof, very good. I shouldn't say low proof. It's 98 proof, but it's a lower proof, very tasty whiskey. Sometimes you just can't eat. You just can't drink fire. You know what I mean? Sometimes you're going to last more than an hour. You know what I'm saying? So you want to pace yourself. This is a good one, but you could crush it.
Well, so that's a yes and a no for me.
Yeah, I hear you. I crush it anyways. I hear you because it's going to keep going down. Sometimes I like the fight because it slows me down.
I might be more on that side than let me go with a George T and maybe I'll chill because it's going to kick up a little bit more. That's what I mean.
It's going to slow you down.
Or even just go with an Ezra and go with the fight a little bit more than... Because this one...
When you have no fight, it's just like, you're like, who drank my whiskey? Who drank my whiskey?
Have the double eyeballs for my wife. I'm like, really?
No.
3 sips?
Yeah, it happens. It goes right down. So
there
sips. You go. We'll keep this one long and sweet. This is the Wyoming Whiskey National Park Series Acadia Straight Bourbon Whiskey. Again, leave a comment down below. Love to hear from you guys. if they had a turned up version, I would love to do that. Like if they have
I
if
don't-
you guys
I
leave a
look-
comment out
we'll
below
be going
down
back
below.
down there.
It will not just in Maine, just like in general.
Oh,
if
yeah,
if they have a Wyoming whiskey that's at a cask strength, I don't believe either one of the ones we had
Oh, yeah,
for
geez.
this price cask strength. This would be phenomenal because
Oh, yeah.
at this lower proof, this is already delicious. You can't tell it's watered down at all.
No, it's
Yeah.
it's
So
A+ to 'em.
there you go. That's our review. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Spend less, drink more.
Cheers.
Cheers.